am delighted to have with us here today Jim Donovan, who is a business coach, a speaker, and an author. In fact, he has written a book called Take Charge of Your Destiny, and this is actually being sold here in Nigeria, and I would encourage you to check it out. And Jim's going to share with us some of his wisdom today. I happened to meet Jim recently and reconnect with him, and I was so excited to hear that he is working in Nigeria and bringing his message there. So Jim, maybe you can just start out and tell us, why do you think people aren't happy?
Well, yeah, that's an interesting question. I think one of the things that I've noticed in doing seminars for many years is that if you ask someone what they want, the response you get is, I don't know. Well, gee, if you don't know what's going to make you happy, if you don't know what you want, how are you ever going to get there? That's really the key, is take some time and start thinking about what you want to have in your life. What do you want to be? What do you want to become? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to be? What do you see yourself doing? And then start moving in that direction. But you have to first identify it.
So people don't usually know what they want.
They haven't a clue. They're just going through life hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Until you define it, nothing's going to change.
That's right. I guess if you don't have a destination in mind, it's hard to get there.
Exactly.
So, okay, so you've got your destination. Let's say you clarify what you want. Well, then what stops people from getting what they want in life if they know they really want something?
I think the biggest thing, the one thing that's going to stop someone from even attempting what they might want to accomplish in their life is their belief about their own ability. If you believe that you can't do something, you're not going to take the action necessary to do it. It's that simple. You have to get the limiting beliefs out of your way. You know, too many times people look at something they want to do and they think, wow, I could never do that. That's too big for me. I'm not important enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not rich enough. Whatever that is, you've got to just get past all of that. You have to break through the limiting beliefs and start finding references that will support what you want to do and who you want to become.
So basically the difference between someone who gets what they want and someone who might want the same thing but doesn't get what they want, most of it has to do with what's going inside their head, their beliefs and their thoughts about themselves.
90% of it, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it's what do I believe I can do? And then, of course, there's the action. You have to do something. You have to take action.
So what other things are people doing that are preventing them from getting the success in their lives that they want?
I think the biggest problem is so many people in our society today are focused on money. I have people come up to me at seminars and they'll say something like, what could I do to make a lot of money? That's the wrong question. What do you want to do? Where's your passion? Where do you want to be? Where can you make a contribution? What are your natural talents? It's not about the money. Every single successful person I know is driven by the passion to do something. The money's a byproduct of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the life that I have. I like what money will do for you. I like driving around in my Lexus. I'll be quite honest about that. I like having a nice house in the country. I like going to nice restaurants. I like staying at top hotels. I like all of the toys and all the things you can do with financial abundance. But it's not what gets me out of bed in the morning. What gets me out of bed in the morning, and where I started back before I ever wrote a book, was wanting to put information out that would help people change their lives because people did it for me. And I was able to take my life from being at the bottom, living at the bottom, to living what I call a magical life today. I get to have an incredible effect on the world. I get email from people all over the world. I feel great about what I do. I feel that I'm doing something that matters to me and I can have a positive impact on other people's lives. That's what drives me. The money is just what happens to come as a result of that. And if you keep it in that perspective, because your end result, your outcome is going to be based and directed by the questions you ask.
So let's talk about that. I think that's great. What are those questions that people should be asking?
Yeah, exactly. Instead of asking, well, what can I do to make money? What do I have passion for? Where can I contribute? What are my natural talents? You know, there's something that I learned a long time ago, that you very rarely have a desire to do something that you don't have within you the ability to accomplish. You're not going to have passion for doing something that you don't have the talent for, the natural resources. So if you're passionate about writing a book or about doing a television show or about baking a cake or whatever that happens to be, you've got what it takes to achieve it. So just step out and do it. Stop doubting yourself and just step out and go for it.
So these passions and interests that we have them for a reason, and we just got to step forward, have self-belief, and we can make our dreams come true.
Yeah, just go do it.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate this. And please check out Jim's book. It's called Take Charge of Your Destiny. It is being sold in Nigeria and actually various parts of the world. And Jim is just a wonderful person with a great message. And this will help you achieve your dreams.